everyone, and welcome back to Where Evil Lives, Burnock Mill. When last we left our players, they kind of just fucking murked everything.
Everything.
They got what they deserved, alright?
Our players, after launching a surprise attack against the Baron Uthrak and his retinue, proceeded to, after slaughtering said retinue, chase the Baron down through the Burnock Mill into his remaining forces, slaughter the Baron, slaughter those forces, kill his remaining two captains, kill the resurrected Baron, and then chase down a number of fleeing individuals, though they did not catch them all.
We let them live.
Regardless, the party has successfully defeated the Baron Uthrak and his lieutenant and 3 captains. But that doesn't mean that they have actually solved their case or completed the mission that they are here to complete. Because if we check our handy-dandy little quest log, their main mission is to determine what the Baron knows about this sudden smuggling surge, who or what is responsible for it. So,
what are you doing?
Sitting.
The players are now in the blood-soaked second story of the Burnock Mill. There is a hellhound just kind of like waiting patiently on its haunches, and they still have to figure out what the fuck is going on here. So, players, what would you like to do?
Well,
I want to go back up and see what's in the big chest.
Okay. Lily's going back
go
up.
with my destination is going to be the documents in which he was writing.
Okay.
Things.
Lily and Linsey are going back upstairs to look at stuff.
We'll take the broom. Zoop, zoop.
And I'm gonna attempt to tame a hellhound
I'll go start looking for things downstairs.
until it inevitably attacks me, and then I fight it.
There's a downstairs?
Yeah. Oh wait, are we downstairs?
You're on the second floor. I have moved you to.
Okay, well then
the
I'll
first
rifle
floor.
this floor first.
Okay. Move you back. Okay. And how about you, Dolly?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna help rifle.
Rifling.
We're rifling.
All right. Let's start off with this hellhound, shall we?
Yeah.
Dogface, this enormous, mostly dark, but like patchy like portions of fiery red that seem to burn like an ember, or glow like an ember, is just sitting on its haunches, occasional like little splits of fire coming out of its nostrils as it watches you all kill all these people and then start to split off into your various different investigations, and then Guy and Artorias approach.
I don't know how to fucking tame a hellhound.
Light yourself on fire.
Why isn't this working? It hurts.
You're reminded of home.
Yeah, I mean, we still got the sulfur smells going. I'm gonna walk towards it with some food out. Is it, so you said it's sitting on its haunches?
Yep. It's
okay, cool.
Its head is taller than you while it's on its haunches. When it's standing, like, on all fours, it's probably a good 2 or 3 hands higher at the shoulder than Artorias. This thing's big. It's close to being, like...
The size of a horse?
Of a pony.
Pony. Right on, right on. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna approach with some food. Can I try and remember back, what did the Baron use as a command when he yelled out to Dogface during the combat?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but I don't think he used a specific command.
I just talked to it like a
think
normal...
he just yelled Dogface and some generalized fucking attack them or kill them or do your job or some shit like that.
Okay, fair enough. All right, well, I'm gonna approach with some food, and we'll start with Dogface. Lay down.
You give the command, lay down, and this thing looks... How close are you to it?
I'm close enough.
Touch reach?
I mean, like, I'm going to give it food, so within 5 feet.
Yeah, you weren't gonna, like, toss it food, you were gonna, like, give it food.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Excellent.
I'm just feeling he's doing something.
Oh, undoubtedly.
A 16's very good. Very good. You look this thing in the eyes as you give it the command, Dogface, lay down. And you see a maligned intelligence looking back at you through this creature's eyes. And it moves so fucking fast. It's sitting on its haunches, and then suddenly its head is dropped and snapping at the hand that is holding the food, and you're just fast enough to jerk your hand and the food out of its mouth, or away from its mouth, before it can close around both and take it. And immediately as that happens, right, like, you're fast enough, you pull away, and it reverts back to its sitting calmly on its haunches. And just kind of glares at you.
Okay. And I follow that up with, all right, my mistake. You were much smarter than I anticipated. I apologize. Nod if you would like the food.
Roll me a persuasion or animal handling check.
Better at persuasion. Let's go for that.
See its head kind of tilt, and a little trickle of what looks like lava comes out, like slavering down the side of its jaw. Drops, hits the wood floor, sizzles, burns, blackens, and then smokes. A little wisp of smoke comes up out.
It's alien blood.
And then it nods at you.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, I give it the food.
How do you give it the food?
Are
you just handing it out? Are you gonna toss it up? Are you gonna lay it at its feet? Are you gonna do something else?
I guess what would be the best for building rapport with a hellhound. Tossing it feels...
That's a little
like
nonchalant.
I'm showing fear to it, so it's gonna think that I'm afraid of it. It's not gonna respect me. I'm going to step forward and place it at its feet.
Okay. Is this like a... Okay, so you're doing 2 things when you do that. One, you're bending down in front of this
Ooh, he's better than me.
significantly
Ooh, shit, he's
larger
better than
creature
me.
than you, right? In such a manner as to, like, if this thing wanted to try to do something to you, it would, for advantage, or for example, have something like advantage against you, right?
Yeah.
Just in the position that you're putting yourself in. And are you being deferential at all, or is there anything about your body language to display anything like that, or are you just being casual?
I am not intending to be deferential. I am trying to...
Show no fear?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make it realize that I'm not afraid of it.
Okay.
And trying to build a rapport from there.
All right. Round 2. Animal handling or persuasion.
Okay. Bam. Less good.
That's good.
Not bad.
You kneel down, place this food in front of this thing, and as you're kind of like kneeling down, you can't help but notice in front, like just a little bit past where your head is and where you're placing the food, like around the food, are these little drops of magma, and you like look up and you can just see the hellhound's head is now directly over you, as if it could just like crunch down into your neck. Does Artorias respond to this positioning at all? Does Artorias like growl or step up or do anything?
I would think that yes, he would. He would maybe move from like a sitting position to standing and
Okay.
kind of be glaring down the hellhound.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check with Artorias.
Okay. Am I using strength or charisma?
Strength.
Okay.
16. The dripping around your... It's not an offering, but it's an offering. The dripping magma continues, but the hellhound's posture shifts back slightly in response to Artorias's stance.
Nice. What a good boy.
You stand back from the food, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Dogface bends down, sniffs it. What did you offer?
Honestly, it's probably rations. I don't really eat, but I carry them in case anyone needs them.
Sure.
So
What kind of rations are we talking here? Like dry meats or
probably gonna be like a
fruits,
bunch of beef jerky and shit.
Or... Okay. Bunch of beef jerky and shit.
Like beef jerky and bread and junk like that.
Dogface sniffs. Big, long, kind of like inhalation. Boy! Chop! 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 Getting attacked over here. Chop! Big, long inhalation, and then you see this kind of like curl on his nose, like he's just kind of like, about this particular treat being
That's
left
fair.
in front of him.
That's all I got. All right.
And then he kind of like, with that kind of like inhalation, he exhales, and you see this little gout of fire come out of his mouth, and he roasts, like chars the shit out of this piece of dried jerky. And then you see a tongue kind of like slice like out of his mouth that's way too fucking long for a dog, and you're reminded that this is a creature of hell. And it kind of like curls around the charred, almost ash of this fucking like piece of jerky and pulls it into its mouth, and sits back on its haunches. Roll me another animal handling or persuasion check with disadvantage.
I'm disadvantaged.
With disadvantage of 17. Oh, fuck you.
It's payback for you beating my ass.
God, I hate you.
In the most loving way.
Your approach, your lack of fear, but also lack of deference, the companion at your back, not quite the offering, but enough. You hear in your mind, Master.
Yeah, sick. Got a hellhound. I respond, is Dogface your actual name, or would you like a different one?
Would it serve you better for me to have another?
Yeah, not a fan of that name. That's kind of a lame name.
Okay, make it cooler.
Duke
Face
dog
dog.
face.
No.
Face dog!
That's
Robocop.
fucked up.
Face dog!
No. Insert name here. I'll come up with one later.
Okay. You respond with something appropriately cool in this moment, or tell Dogface that you'll think about it.
Yeah, I tell him that I'll think on it, and we'll come up with something more suiting.
As the master desires.
Sick. All right. And then I tell him, do you know where any more food might be? Why don't you get yourself a snack? Oh, God, he's gonna eat the bodies, isn't he?
Yeah, there's food.
He
all over
looks
the
at the...
Wait, we need.
He looks at the
proof.
dozen
We need,
fucking corpses.
We need proof of the people
okay.
we were supposed to.
I point out the named people and I say not those ones, but you can have some of the other guys.
Okay. Dogface pads around you and Artorias, goes over to this nameless schmuck, bends down. His jaw unhinges, distends down into this gaping maw, and you see a hand reach out from it,
Oh my God, he's got a
grab the
hand
thing
in
by
his
the
mouth?
chest, and jerk the entire body into this fucking
Yeah.
hellhound's.
That's fucking awesome.
That's pretty
Okay.
sick.
I
Okay.
love that.
Wish I had
All
one.
right. I just kind of like do a slight whistle, like, and then kind of clap.
Turns around, pads back over next to you. My
All right,
hunger
right.
is sated, master.
That is great. Let's look around for some documents. Do you know where the old Baron kept any important stuff?
Just kind of tilts his head at you. No roll required. You don't think this dog gave a shit about anything the Baron did.
I assumed. All right.
This
we just
fucking
go looking then.
hellhound let that motherfucker die like it was nothing when it
Sure,
could
he
have
did do that.
clotheslined all of you while you were coming down.
All right, fair enough. Then we're just gonna go looking, helping the other guys ransack the place, looking for information.
Fantabulous. Let's jump over that, or at least part of that. Dolly and Nymdaer, you're ransacking the second floor, correct?
Yeah, ransacking.
Okay, do me a favor. Both of you roll investigation checks for me.
Oh, is that where the damn dog is too? Shit.
Yeah, that's
we've
where the
been-
dog is. You can go down to the first floor if you'd rather.
No, I'm cool with that. I mean, there was
Do we
a
know all the
couple.
things that we're actually looking for?
No,
Like,
we're
there's a
looking-
bunch of shit. There's like, this duelist rapier that we're looking for. I think. All right, it might not be a
Rapier's on the
rapier.
person upstairs. It's the right hand guy.
Okay.
He's got it up there. All right,
And
so
then there's a bunch of like jewelry and shit that we're also.
yeah,
looking
so I'm keeping an eye out for jewelry and shit. But what am I rolling on investigation?
Investigation.
All right, I'm specifically checking these bodies first, or the head people, and then
Okay.
I will go to cutting off heads.
Hey, Jeremy, real quick, I gotta restart my computer to fix something. So
Okay.
have someone pop up a stream.
I am.
Jay,
I'm
fix
doing
it.
it.
Wait a minute. What
Yeah,
bitch?
wow, that was well timed.
Hey Everyone stayed where they're at. Nice.
Well,
Cool.
Equitas is first
true.
alphabetically, and a stream is put before people. So
Very nice. All right. Dolly, investigation check from you. Oh wait, you already did it. Never mind. 8 and a 7. So, here's the thing about an investigation like this. You already know what you are looking for, so you can't fail to find those things unless those things are hidden in such a manner to prevent you from finding them. Which, in this particular case, as you are rifling through the corpses, you find some stuff on both the body of Barrelhouse Jill and the Baron Uthrak. So, no issue in regards to that. Upon the body of Barrelhouse Jill, you find what you believe to be the 2 items that you're looking for one of your side quests, the Ebony Irons and the Garrote. One being a pair of obsidian shackles, and the other... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm incorrect, but only partially incorrect. The Garrote is on Barrelhouse Jill. It's a princess or bib-style necklace of black diamonds and red spinels.
Yes,
it's in a pouch on her side, in a little bag. And it has a little, kind of crudely crumpled up notes, in the bag with it. That says, in very smudged writing, "I hope this makes up for the other night."
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Trouble in paradise.
On the body of Brother John, you find the ebony irons, which are a pair of obsidian shackles, dangling with little liquid bloodstones, and they are covered in dried blood. Not dried blood from his, bleeding out body right now, but from probably a couple of days ago.
Yeah, he's a sick fuck.
And then on the Baron Uthrak himself, you find 2 obvious things of note. That being the wicked-looking sword he was wielding, along with the gnarled whip he was wielding.
Love it. Love both of those things.
Unfortunately, with the rolls of 8 and 7, you don't really find anything else. Everyone else has other equipment or pocket change or things like that you could pocket the coins, which will count towards your total later, or you could scavenge the equipment if you want. There's a bunch of random shit in the boxes and bags. There's a lot of flour or grains in these bags, right? There's a lot of produce and foodstuffs, a couple of boxes of more common items like tacks and nails and just general supplies. Almost kind of like general supplies that an army might need, you know? But other than that, you don't find anything of especial interest or anything that was necessarily hidden or anything like that here on the second floor.
Okay, so we found all of the jewelry. We found a cool sword, a cool whip, money to be named later.
Yep.
And that's it. Sounds good.
A bunch of general supplies, like foodstuffs and general maintenance supplies.
A scandalous letter too.
And a scandalous letter. And a questionable reason for those shackles being covered in dried blood.
Well, he's a weird death priest. That's not really that questionable.
Would you all like to go down to the first floor and start looking while Linsey and Lily are up on the third floor? Or do you want to go up there and see what's up with them while this stuff is happening?
Go to the first floor.
We're gonna go to the first floor.
Okay, fantastic.
Well, before we go, we pile the important bodies away from Mitch's death hound.
Piling bodies.
Only the important ones.
Gotcha. Kira is gonna go with you three, or you two.
What are we gonna take as proof? Are we gonna take noggins or ears or what?
Well, everybody's got an ear. Nogs. That's what I say.
Teeth are, fingerprint. Whatever.
You think they have the dental records at the VAEA?
Dental records at the VAEA?
Well, it's fine. It's like.
I mean, if you think that they do, then I'm down to only take teeth.
All right. There's some stuff that's gonna happen up on the 3rd floor. So, and Lily's away for the moment. So, Nymdaer and Dolly, why don't y'all do me investigation checks for the 1st floor as well?
Okie dokie. Here, neither of us are very good at this, right? Can I just assist her?
Damn.
If you would like, yes, absolutely. So, Dolly, roll with advantage.
Same, isn't it? We both had +0s. Never mind, we just both gonna roll.
Okay.
It's exactly the same.
Hey, a 15! Dolly...
Yeah, you rolled 2.
I'd say you get distracted because Kira gets down here with you and is kind of a little chatterbox. Kind of like following you around and kind of like, kind of like doing a bunch of like, oh, you were so cool, you killed 2 guys in like a second with those javelins, and then you just like waited in there. I wish I was as big as you, and then I could just like break everyone's bones. And she's very complimentary, a little fangirly, but also a little morbid, right? She seems very excited about how well you can murder people and very little else.
Well, thanks. Thank you very much. It's great to be able to murder people efficiently.
Agreed.
With skill and, I don't know, and impress at the same time. I did dress to impress, so.
That's true. Nymdaer, while you are looking through things, you find more of the same that you did on the 2nd level. A bunch of supplies, sacks of unground grains, but you also find a little catch, a little kind of like underneath the fucking, not the mill itself, but one of the big gears that goes up to grind the actual or turn the actual mill. You find there's like this little attachment on the underside of it. And there's
my homies love attachment.
There's 3 healing potions in it. And then you see there's also probably about 5 or 6 empty vials that are the same type as those healing potions underneath there.
Okay. They probably drinking them as part of Fight Club.
Why are you talking
for
about
this being Fight Club? We sure are talking about it a bunch.
Well, I'll talk about Fight Club.
It's not
really
my
fucking
Fight
up
Club.
the first rule. So yeah, you can notate 3 healing potions.
I just get them. I don't got to roll on them fucking afterwards. I just get them.
You just get them.
Oh hell yes.
They did not exist prior to you rolling a successful investigation check. I mean, they did exist, but they didn't exist on the loot table without you hitting the investigation check to find them. So,
I'm suspicious. All right, I am suspicious.
What you suspicious of?
If you're gonna smuggle stuff out of a granary, where would you smuggle it? In grain. So I'm gonna start cutting open bags.
Okay. Cutting
like
open
a
bags.
bloodhound.
Sounds great. Fantastic. In a matter of minutes, you have cut through 24 of these big sacks of grain, and there's just grain all over the fucking floor. You cut into like the 25th bag, and it erupts with black, spattering everywhere, skittering everywhere.
An ink bomb?
And a horrendous smell just shoots up out of this sack as you find it is filled with maggots and weevils. And they just scatter all over the maggots don't, they're just squirming, but the weevils scatter all over the fucking place.
Never smuggling weevils.
Y'all smell that?
It's I mean, compared to the viscera on the second and third floors, the bodily fluids and destroyed internal organs, probably not that bad of a smell. But it is rotting
What are
brain.
you talking about? It's good protein.
Oh god. Is it good protein where Nymdaer comes from?
No, we're Linsey comes
You
from.
don't eat bugs?
Oh no, no pupper.
It's like, Timon and Pumbaa eating bugs,
I want to see the puppy.
You
That
need to
kind
go
of
stay
like-
with Lily if you want to see the puppy.
I want to see the puppy.
The puppy.
Puppy.
She doesn't have her headphones on. She probably can't hear you.
Lily, I want to see the
The
puppy.
puppy.
I think
Hold on one second.
Oh, okay.
Puppy ran away.
Everybody's
Gotta get the
been
puppy
there.
again.
Yeah, the puppy left. He said, "I'm done with your shit."
Have you got to see the puppy yet?
I've seen the puppy.
Oh, I see the puppy.
Oh.
Was I sleeping?
I think she showed the
She's
puppy
trying.
early last time. Look, he's so cute.
No.
Oh.
Cute it
We're
is.
not getting a Great Dane
That
ever.
is such a pretty color.
I love the
Oh.
eyes. The eyes are my favorite.
Yeah, she's got some pretty blues, some sky blues.
Cute,
Mhm.
gentle eyes.
And she officially has a name. It took us a long time, but we decided on violence.
Violence.
But because we felt like people wouldn't take that very well, we switched it to Violet.
Ah,
But,
About the same. And
but
we'll
we'll know.
be
we'll-
calling her Vi.
we'll know. We'll know.
Well,
That's a step up from
Yeah.
Blue.
You can
also,
say, "Hey, dude."
Mitch, found the name for your Death Hound.
Yeah, so she chooses violence every morning. She is
Nice.
like, today I'm going to attack everybody and it's gonna be fine.
Hey,
She
hi.
wakes up with so much energy, and I send her outside with Finn, run her.
Run her.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I know it will. I know it will go downhill because Great Danes have they have a reputation for being big couch potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Couch potato. They're so
will
big.
be-
It takes so
They'll
much
be-
energy
I
to
wouldn't
run
say
that
that.
body.
For this one, I just said we will not be getting one. That's what I said.
And
Whatever.
she's really funny because she has decided that she does not like wet things.
Oh,
So no wet grass, no rain, no nothing.
Oh, bath time's gonna be great.
Oh
interesting.
gosh, I already gave her a bath and she about acted like I was drowning her.
Ew,
Like my
murder.
neighbors heard her crying because she was
Absolute murder.
so upset.
Why were you drowning her? That's messed up.
That's
I
fucked
know.
up. That is fucked up.
It really is your fault.
Wow. All right.
Sorry, I'm
No,
back now.
You're good. So Dolly, Nymdaer, and Kira finish investigating the first floor to find a couple of things.
Yeah.
Found a couple things on the second floor. Guy and Artorias have tamed ? A hellhound. And up on the third floor we have Lily and Linsey. Lily,
Yeah.
you told me you were interested in that chest.
I am interested in the chest, but I'm
Go.
also interested in the pieces of paper that he was going through using this as a desk.
Gotcha. Okay.
What?
Let's do the treasure chest first, and then you and Linsey can look at that
Hey.
They're in the
the
closet.
papers. So
Okay.
Lily, there's not a lock on this treasure
You
chest.
kept bringing them in here.
Can I check it for traps?
If you would like to, yes. Roll a investigation check for me.
It's probably already gone away.
10. There's no obvious wires or mechanisms. It's sitting on a bunch of. It's really big. It's sitting on a bunch of crates. You do the little look under, there's no pressure plate or anything waiting for you. Seems fine.
I'm like super upset with that roll because I have a really good investigation. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna attempt to open it.
Lift the little hinge.
I'm
Push
sorry,
the
I
lid
keep
open.
doing it. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Nothing happens.
Woohoo! What's in it?
Then there is a little hiss
Oh no.
and a
Poison gas.
pinprick in your throat.
Oh no!
I need you to
Linsey,
make.
there's a pinprick!
I need you to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Is what she meant to say. Instead came out.
I just lost.
That is not gonna do it.
Oh no!
You take 35 poison damage
Ow.
as the
Oh,
poison dart hits you in the
Goodness
throat.
Gracious, Jeremy, that
You
roll.
see an immediate, or well, you can't see it because it's in your throat, but anyone looking could see like an immediate, like it hits, it breaches through your throat, pierces your esophagus, and clips your jugular, all like in one like little stroke.
God damn.
There's
Goddamn is right.
immediately like a quarter size of necrotic black around the needle embedded in your throat. You're gasping because there's a puncture in your esophagus, and the poison goes straight into your veins, almost straight to your heart, and almost drops you instantaneously. You go to a knee, yank the dart out like instinctually, clasp your throat, and Linsey, that's the point at which you realize anything has happened. It happened that quickly, and you look over and Lily is gasping, blood just kind of like pouring down the side of her throat, and you can see streaks of green in the blood as the poison takes hold viciously in her body.
Okay, I run up, and I'm like, all right, and I like trade hands with her on her neck, and I'll get like my palm on the wound, and I'll cast Cure Wounds. I've got a few of these left. It's not great.
Lily, you regain 7 HP.
I've got a level 2.
I'm at 8.
You are poisoned. I need you to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Oh no, I've got a D8. And I can't choose the same target. So
DC decreases down to 10.
Oh, thank God. I
de-
say that.
Decreases
I said that too
each
fast. I see your face.
decreases each time. And you succeed on the second saving throw. It's still not pleasant. It really fucking hurts. Your whole body is just racked with pain. Linsey's healing.
Let's give her another one.
Linsey's
9.
healing helps. Another 9 HP on you, Lily. Fortunately, though, your body itself is able to fight the poison back. Otherwise, it would have continued to hurt you until either your body bested it or it bested your body. So congratulations, you're no longer poisoned.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Are you okay? Is this
Lily
bad?
went from 36 HP to 1 HP.
Are you kidding?
No.
1?
1
That was
HP.
one.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well, so much for checking for traps. Okay.
Well, I mean, you
You-
found it.
You kind of like, you stumble back to your feet. You can see inside the back corner of the chest, there is this little kind of like triggering mechanism that if you know it's there, when you open the chest, you can easily just tap it to disable it, right? But you didn't know it was there, and so took a dart in the throat. Could have been worse. Could have been in the eye. That's what happens if you roll a natural 1.
Yeah,
Anyways,
might not be keeping that eyeball.
You got a treasure chest filled with shit. So, Lily is occupied. No,
Sorry.
You're good. You're fine.
I was saying bye to Charlie.
You're okay.
Cool. So did you describe what was in the chest? Sorry,
No.
sorry.
Treasure chest full of stuff. There's a couple of sacks off to the side that you can just like heft real quick. They're full of coin, so bunch of money in here. But there's also a bunch of other stuff in here. There are... Let me see. There are what look to be like some potions. There's a big shield. Like a almost kind of like classic kite shield with the two crescents at the top, and it's got this big toad on it. It's yellowish. The whole thing is yellowish, and then it's got this big green toad kind of like mid-leap on it, right? There's this kind of like silver circlet that's got this little pearl set into this spiky bit at the top. There's just a bunch of rope coiled up in the fucking corner. There is a little cask, or not a cask, there's like this little almost kind of like a crimson box, and you open it and there's a bottle of wine in it. There's this big, like several inches wide gold engraved bracelet, and then there's a fucking bag. Not the bag that the money's in, just a bag.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't want to like touch anything in there. And then I'm gonna go over here and I want to kind of leaf through the papers that were left here on the desk.
Sure, yeah. So you Linsey, that excitement kind of distracts you momentarily enough to be like not looking at the papers actively until after Lily finishes looking at it. And there's not really a whole lot of papers. There's some parchment here. And there's a little ink pot and a quill. And then there's actually a piece of parchment that looks like it is a letter that was being written. And I'm just going to read it aloud, since everyone will have access to this. Estimable Bloodlord Varro, experimentation with the millstone has yielded intriguing results. Grinding a living creature results in quite a gruesome death, while objects yield the assumed results. Where things get more interesting is the grinding of once living objects. For does a tree not grow, or wheat, or the grapes for wine? Regardless, the most crucial experiment for our purposes yielded the desired results. A goat within a bag of holding resulted in the proper flour mixture, which, when sprinkled with the requisite water, reformed, and the goat was retrieved unharmed. We will test more for duration, but our plan will work. When you arrive in 3 weeks' time, and you see a streak of ink as if an individual was perhaps cut off in the middle of writing said note, perhaps by a, moose-sized moose lady falling through the roof of a mill.
All in a day's work.
A moose-sized moose lady.
As it happens.
As it happens on a rainy day.
Damn, so all these sacks of flour are people, huh? That's crazy.
You mean?
And I think in a very short order, I think Nymdaer, Dolly, Kira, Gartorius, with Dogface in tow, can meet back up with Lily and Linsey on the 3rd floor about this letter that has been discovered.
I'll say the same thing in character. Damn, so all that flower's people, huh?
It looks that way.
What's the requisite water? Is it just water, or is it not? Is it special water?
Do we want to get one and try?
You just want me to splash water on stuff? I'll start splashing water on stuff.
I mean, on the grain, on the flour.
I will also
Yeah,
note,
stuff.
for clarification, up here on the 3rd floor, because that's where I'm assuming you are all gathering, is with this letter, and the stuff in the chest. Up on this 3rd floor, there are no miscellaneous bags of flour or grains, or other crates, except for the 2 crates underneath the chest that was holding the Baron Uthrak's treasure hoard.
And how many did you say? 2?
There's 2 crates.
2 crates. Are we going to make the assumption that this is the contraband?
Sure. I don't know. I crack it open.
You crack it open. You see these spacious crates are not very filled, actually. They're divided up into these little bitty kind of like compartments, and most of them are empty. But there are a couple of them that have little packets, little packets of flour in them, and each of them is labeled. You see,
with what?
you
Jeffrey?
see a flour packet labeled hempen rope. You see one labeled saboteur's tools. You see one labeled hook ladders. You see one labeled scimitars. You see one labeled wine.
Yes, you will stop this behavior. Okay.
So
All right. I poured some water on the hook ladder package. In the hook ladder package.
You take water out of a fucking water skin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it, like sift the package, the flour out of the package. Sprinkle some water over it.
Let's go.
You see it begins to absorb. And then there's a fucking little poof, and there's a fucking 20-foot hook ladder in front of you. From a bit of flour about the size of a $50, there is a 20-foot hook ladder instantaneously in front of you.
Wow.
Damn, some crazy shit.
That is some crazy shit.
Oh, cool. Well, all right.
Your attention is drawn to one other label.
Does it say Jeffrey? What does it say?
Says, do
Roderick?
not touch.
Oh,
All right,
Oh,
touched
do not give us a big red button, Jeremy.
I'm touching it. I touched it.
Okay, you pull out this flour packet, same size as all the others. It says labeled do not touch.
It's gonna have a fucking demon lord in there. You're gonna put some water on there, and out pops a Baylor.
Okay, so we for sure turn this on, right?
In the case that it's something that needs to be returned and it is very large, it's going to be a problem.
So we should wait and do it in the VAEA.
So wait,
That
so
would be
what
better,
it say on
yes.
the box?
What if it's a volcano?
Active or non-active?
Both?
That matters.
Does it?
Does it?
Does anybody know who the Blood Lord Varox is?
I've never heard of that in my damn life.
I'm
Nope.
unfamiliar with this name.
I'll let
Alright, so-
anyone who wants to can roll a history check.
No, I have no reason I would know that.
I'll give it a go, but
Wow.
yeah, it feels about right.
My history's pretty high, actually.
My hiss.
Neither of you have any idea. Never.
And I had a 17, so that
Never heard
never
of this
heard of
person.
him.
Okay, so is this letter assuming that Varrox is like a recipient, or is he like the person that is responsible for the smuggling?
It says to the estimable Bloodlord Varro, as if it is being sent to this person.
Okay.
I think it's probably.
I think we should keep it and show it to our friend.
Yeah. We'll roll that one up and tuck it away.
Not that he'd know, but he might.
I mean, it's the best we got, so right.
All right, so
Also, can I look around for the U blade?
big
You
blade.
walk over to Beatrice's body, and still clutched in their hand is a delicate, ornate-looking rapier.
All right, I'm gonna say this is the Vigu blade.
That is the Vigu blade for sure.
Vigu, Fugu, the Vugu blade. I'm
The Fugu
go ahead
blade.
and stash that as well.
Fugu blade.
Okay.
Okay, so working theory is that this man was making stuff into powder to smuggle to the Blood Lord. Blah blah blah.
Well,
To do Blood Lord
you
stuff.
all know where things are being smuggled. Things are
Where are they
being
being
smuggled into Rhaweth. That's why you were sent here in the first place, is to figure out
How?
why and how things were being smuggled into Rhaweth.
Yeah, we know.
Well, wasn't
how.
didn't I
Uh-huh.
thought we were given some information, and maybe it was just in the like prep phase that they thought it was for some sort of civil war.
Well, the Baron Uthrak was defeated previously in a civil war and banished.
Okay.
And it's
But
also
maybe
interesting.
we
to
say
note that-
again.
banished, but really he was outlawed because they couldn't get their hands on him.
Right.
Okay, so he was smuggling stuff into Rhaweth.
So in 3 weeks from now, apparently he's gonna be here. We could set up an ambush for the Blood Lord.
The Lord of Blood.
No, I'm good on that.
Well,
More wine.
you've made the trip
More wine.
between here and Rhaweth. You know it takes a week to get there. So you could, in theory, return back to Rhaweth and the VAEA in a week's time and still have 2 weeks to get back here if you wanted to prepare an ambush.
And we could just like at least just offer this information and be like, hey,
You can go set the ambush up.
yeah, 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, this seems like army v army bullshit. This isn't us bullshit. I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, so we've got some information about the smuggling. We got the Vugu blade. We've collected all the bounties that we're going to, and we got all our jewelry. I think that's everything, right?
Well,
You
we needed to find information, right? Just on the trade route, right? Like what's happening.
Well,
With I don't remember now.
we
The
kind of
smuggling.
murdered
You're on the right
everyone
thing.
that would tell us.
So you found information. The question is do you feel like you found enough information?
Okay, hold on. Let me go read the damn quest, because now I done forgot what we actually needed to do. Quest. Zachary quest. Burnock.
Quests. Give me a quest.
Input of smuggling goods, exotic goods, contraband. Informants have been surprising, blah, blah, blah. All traces, blah, blah, blah. The VAEA wants you to determine what the Baron knows. Okay, well, we've determined that. He knows that he'd be doing it. Who or what was responsible? Okay, done. We got it. Done.
That was
Baron?
the blood guy, right?
Baron did it. Bloodman's responsible. He
Well,
did
he's
it with
not-
powder.
Well,
Apparently,
we don't know if he's responsible. We know he's a recipient
Also-
of the contraband.
apparently, and how heavy is this grindstone? Is it big?
The millstone?
Yeah, the one he's talking about grinding stuff up on.
Let me put all of you back on the 3rd floor so you can see this thing together. The millstone
Size,
is that
though.
big gray thing in the center. It
Oh.
weighs several thousand pounds at least.
All right, so we can't steal that.
Well, can we turn it into flour somehow? And then
It can grind itself?
I don't know the process.
Okay. Well, I say we gotta risk it.
So
We can leave it
so
here.
this they're I'm not sure. Like, is this like a magical mill?
Mm-hmm. Do any of us have any way to determine that?
I mean,
Didn't
I got
you try to
detect
light the
magic.
mill on fire earlier?
Did we try to light the mill on fire?
When you got to the north side of the mill before you ever
Right,
actually
screw
got
this.
inside,
I just cast
Didn't-
detect magic.
didn't someone try to... Okay, you're gonna...
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
this
cast
whole
detect magic.
fucking place is magical. And that
I was gonna say,
millstone
yeah.
is a beacon of light.
Okay,
All right.
there we
The
go.
mill is.
It's a
Transformation,
magical
specifically.
mill.
With a bit of enchantment, but primarily transmutation.
Transmutation makes sense. That totally tracks.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Man, how does one?
It was once a wizard's tower, and then he moved out, and it just took a life of its own.
Maybe Burnock Mill was Burnock the Wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Headcanon, that's what it is now.
Okay. That's good. That's good information.
Okay.
Pieces of cheesecake yet?
Yeah. They're okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so
there we
so
go.
we know how.
We've solved it.
I was
That-
looking
the
through. I
board
think we got
magic.
everything right.
Well, do we know how it's being taken out of?
Out of where?
Out of
Out of the mill? It's being picked up, isn't it?
Rhaweth's. Like this is all this stuff belongs to.
No, it's
All it-
being smuggled into Rhaweth.
Oh, into it. My bad.
Yeah,
All right.
This
yeah, okay.
stuff,
As
all
it
of this
comes
here,
contraband,
so it
all of
comes
this
here,
random
gets
stuff
turned into dust,
is suddenly showing
then it
up
gets-
in Rhaweth. Yeah.
sent in as
Gotcha.
dust, and they're like, "Oh, well, it's just fucking dust."
Like, oh, it's just flour. We're cool. It's not. It's people.
No, it's not.
It's people.
Fucking people.
Look, I'm still not certain it's not people.
I mean, the
It's soylent
mysterious
green.
note does say grinding a living creature results in a gruesome
goat.
death.
No,
goat.
he got that goat back. Remember?
The goat was mentioned.
Yeah,
You didn't find a
exactly.
packet. You didn't find a packet labeled goat. Goat.
Well, that's because
But we didn't see a packet labeled people either.
I didn't see a packet labeled not goat. That's all I'm saying.
Got you there.
That's fair. That's true. You did
Maybe-
get me there.
Well, what is the do not? What's the big red button one? I mean, that might be people.
It's hard to know, yeah, but I think it's probably a volcano or a bomb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
It's multiple
nice.
bags of holding, and when you like, rehydrate them, they just
It's one bag of holding dropping into another bag of holding.
Yeah.
I mean, that tracks, honestly.
and well, that's bad. That like, what is it? Like a 20-foot when
Yeah.
two pockets collide.
I don't know. Okay, so all right. So we know the how, we know the where, we know the for whom. That's all the things on the list. Do we care to hydrate the do not touch? I'll be honest, I kind of want to.
I mean, I kind of want to too, but
I'd be a liar if I didn't say I was curious.
I mean, it's the red button. Of course, we want to press the red button. I'm just saying that like maybe here isn't the best place to do so.
Okay, let's take a short rest, and then let's go outside and do it.
Okay.
Right. I just want to throw this out there, though. Right. If it's something that needs to be returned, and it is very large and hard to transport,
Then we'll
and we
say
gotta carry it a week back to the VAEA.
No, we say, look, there's a big ass thing in the magic mill. Go on with it. Okay, well, let's think of it another way. How did they grind something excessively large?
With magic.
How would
I
they
think
have,
it's more.
how would they have gotten
they put
in
it
here
in
to
a
the
bag of
millstone?
holding and they ground the bag of holding.
It's possible. I think more likely it's like mutually assured destruction thing. Like it's like a Baylor, like Jay was saying. Like yeah, or like a bone devil.
Or it's a missing person that they don't want to, and it did work to grind them down, right?
Ooh, what if it's the actual Duke of Rhaweth, and the Duke of Rhaweth is currently there as a mimic?
Or like a changeling.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
bro! Hold
Yeah,
on.
there we go.
All right, well now we
Tin
got
hats
you. Okay,
on.
all right,
We have to find out,
short
right?
rest, and then we're rehydrating.
Short
And
rest
before
and we
it turns
find
into a
out.
All right.
terrace.
Everyone can gain the benefits of a short rest.
All right.
That was
This is
really
how
good.
Jeremy knew we weren't going to finish this session.
And then you need to go and probably you may need to go run or roll.
Oh, those are
die.
not supposed to be D4s.
Which one do I want?
I broke
Hit
my
die.
fingernail.
I only got one left. Please be good. It's middling.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that's in it.
It's in the middle of the page. Left, up, right, down. That way. That's how you can determine what you need to add.
3.
Oh, well, then you can add 3 for that dice, and you can keep rolling until either you're out or until you are satisfied.
What do you do?
I'm gonna max out because I don't know what's about to come out of this.
I'm gonna max.
I'm gonna max.
He's gonna max. Also, you shouldn't have to add anything if you're clicking your hit dice. It should automatically add your con modifier as a heads up.
Yeah, mine does.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, I didn't understand what he said.
You're just adding whatever number it shows right here.
To your health, yeah. You're fine.
Looks like you rolled 2 and you got plus 15.
I rolled 12 and 3.
Yes, it's plus 15.
Okay.
So 30 to 54.
Okay. Secondary question: are you doing it inside the mill, or are you taking it outside?
Taking it outside.
Taking it outside. Okay.
Yeah, we should probably take it outside.
Well, you just rolled a 30. So then plus 6. 60. If you roll one more, you can probably max out. Yep, you're maxed out.
So to 68.
Yep.
All right. Y'all are outside in front of the mill now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that tone in Jay's voice. He's just like,
All right, I'm gonna go over here. Like I don't know.
He's accepted what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
go like 30 feet away from everybody. I'm gonna hold out the bag and I'm gonna pour the water in it.
just like last time, the droplets of water hit the flower. They kind of like congeal as if they're kind of like solidifying. And then there is a puff of smoke. And you're holding a bag in your hand.
A bag of what? Just a bag?
Bag.
I'll look in it.
It's a bag of holding.
You see a gaping void as you look inside it.
I turn it inside out.
You turn it inside out. There's a moment of nothing, and then a flurry of white and hoof. You get kicked in the stomach and stumble back 5 feet. You take 1 bludgeoning damage, and there is a loud meh
Yeah, see it? Told you. They put it in the bag of holding.
as a goat
And that's how they do
appears.
it.
Nice. All right, so that's all that's in there is a goat, huh?
Seems like it.
All right, cool.
It transforms into Baphomet.
I tap the goat on the butt and I say, "Be free, young one." And then I
The thing bad, and then stood stock still as if frozen in place.
that's concerning, but it's not my problem.
You tap it on its butt and say, "Be free, young one," and it does not move. It looks like it can't move, like it's all locked up.
Is it just a fainting goat?
It's on its feet.
I mean, yeah,
They stay on
that
their
can
feet?
happen. They'll sometimes like.
Okay.
Well, look, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm not an animalologist. I'm really more into extreme sporting. So
I've messed with goats. I used to raise goats.
I bet you have much of them.
I'll come. Hey, fella.
I know you said you used to raise goats, but I really wish
Race.
it had been I used to race goats.
Oh,
Yeah.
goat.
I'm a
I
goat
raised
racer.
fucking
I'm a goat racer. Nymdaer is into extreme kayaking, and Linsey is into goat racing.
And I'll walk around.
That is now
I
canon.
like kind of snap by each ear.
Its eyes kind of follow you, and you hear these kind of like from its like slightly open mouth. It doesn't move, doesn't shake a tail, doesn't wiggle an ear, nothing.
I'm
Does
gonna
it, does it
cast...
seem like it's under the effect of hold creature?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Screaming.
And I'm gonna ask... I mean, I don't know what to ask. I'm gonna say hi. Hello. Does it not
Oh,
respond?
it can't move. I've got to think about how I act this out without while I'm a immovable goat. It goes.
Come on, Jeremy.
It goes.
Of all the things you had to RP,
Hello.
What's wrong with you?
Move.
How do I free you from being frozen?
Free me. Free me.
God, just free him already.
Free it, Jesus.
Any of my magic people have any idea what spell might be wrong with this goat?
Its responses to you don't seem... Some goats are very smart. This goat does not seem to be super smart. It seems
Doesn't seem to be one of those.
It seems to be kind of like latching on to things that you say and kind of like slightly changing them and parroting them back to you, like...
Potato.
Hungry.
Oh, Tate.
Okay.
Like it's not just like mimicking you. It's responding to you, but it's not smart enough to formulate like complex responses.
Goats are canonically head empty creatures.
Some of them are really, really fucking clever, but a lot of them are very fucking dumb. I raised goats.
you race goats?
I race goats.
Goat racer.
Do you want to ask it anything else?
No, I don't know what else to say. I'll just let my handy dandy teammates know what it said.
Where's Billy?
Oh no. All right, I'll start
Billy?
casting detect magic into magic again to see if I can't figure out what's going on with this goat.
Brother
No,
Billy! They
the
took
Baron.
him in first!
Oh, I don't know.
Probably the thing
Sorry,
that got wound up and died. Jeremy's face says that's correct.
No fun if I keep it secret.
I mean, fair. All right. Detect magic up. Is there any kind of magic on the goat itself?
Oh, fuck yeah, this goat's magic the fuck up.
All right. What schools?
It, honestly, I don't know the schools off the top of my head, but you were right. It looks like this goat, as if this goat has been placed under a more advanced old person. Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Go ahead and arcane it.
Yeah. Okay. That's that.
Can I also try and
Sure.
pick up on what's going on
Yeah.
with the goat?
Assuming that Linsey is kind of like telling the party
Yeah,
what he's
absolutely.
seeing, yeah, I think it's perfectly logical for any other Arcana people to. Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
Fucking Mitch.
Yeah, fuck Jeremy.
Yeah,
Thank
rest
you,
in
Mitch.
peace, goat fucker.
What?
Tit for tat, I guess.
I don't crit you in combat. I crit you outside of combat.
You know what? I'm gonna take some liberties with this. Fuck you, Mitch. You deserve
Yeah.
this.
Fuck you, Mitch.
Guy, something clicks and whirs in the headspace that you call, or people would call a
that I
brain.
call my
That-
head.
People would call a brain.
Wow.
And
Hey,
your vision
Saying I don't have a
does
brain
that
now.
kind of like long zoom tunnel thing, and suddenly you are not where you previously were, as
Oh,
your
shit.
mind goes blank and relives a forgotten memory. You see a mechanized laboratory. It looks the way like you might envision like a modern auto manufacturer. All these
Yeah.
arms moving, all these mechanical arms
Got some
moving,
bays where it,
constantly
picks up and works on
picking
shit.
up parts, these little whirs, clicks, little laser like fine blowtorches heating metal, clicking, turning, passing all of these parts and pieces, and you see hanging on what is basically a more modernized and advanced version of a meat hook.
Ew.
Dozens
Excellent.
and dozens and dozens of yourself.
What? I'm mass produced? Oh my god. I have trauma immediately.
Rest in peace, dude.
Emotional damage.
You hear a voice behind you, not talking to you, talking to someone else, and it strikes a chord, and it is incredibly familiar to you. And it says, in a kind of like annoyed but disaffected tone, it says, "Yes, the stasis is working. No, do not question my methods. I assure you, all is proceeding as planned. There were some minor defects, some initial prototypes will be disposed of before the final production begins. Yes, the stasis is fine. Will you stop? And the memory cuts. On that 27 Arcana guy, this goat has been placed in a magical stasis. You don't 100% know why you know that, but you know that is what has been done. In theory, while this goat is in stasis, it will never age, it need not breathe, it need not eat. It is effectively outside of the realm of existence.
I start printing all that out on a piece of paper that comes out of my mouth.
Doesn't sound like a dot matrix printer.
Why were we supposed to not open this then? I don't understand.
Does it also print your memory that you had?
If I understood what Jeremy said, no.
Okay. Okay. So I have Dispel Magic, but I do not have the spell slot to use it because I am tired.
I am lit tired.
The short rest is not enough.
Well, I don't know. Someone can carry
We
the
could
goat.
just leave the goat in stasis forever.
I will remind you, the goat did come out of a bag.
You can put it back in the bag.
I mean, I guess
Poor
I would
goat. Wait, I think I just completely missed this. Did the goat come out of the bag already in stasis?
Yes. The
Okay,
goat was
so it
in
was-
stasis inside the bag.
Okay, so it's just okay. I guess
I
when
will
you're
also clarify, Guy, it does seem like if the goat was in full stasis, it shouldn't be able to talk, or like it's doing this kind of like meh, like these low bass.
Yeah.
And
so
its
the stasis
eyes
that is
are-
working is not working as expected.
It's either not correct or it's dissipating, one or the other.
So basically, they were testing for literal human trafficking.
Also, for
Potential.
clarity, Guy, that memory was your memory, not a vision of what was happening with this goat.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, I mean, it could have been the same person who put this in stasis.
Could have been.
Very helpful.
Who knows?
We don't know for sure it's not.
Maybe.
So, hey, party, what do you want to do?
All right.
Put the
Is
goat
there
back in the
anything
bag.
else we need before we go back?
Either we put the goat back in the bag, or I'm letting insert name here eat it.
Okay, we put the goat back in the bag. Also, we make sure to get the heads of
What
the
the
people.
You get the heads of the other people. Leading question, are you going to grab any of the remaining baggies of flour, the ones that are labeled?
All of them.
Oh,
All
for
of them?
sure, all of them. Yeah.
All of
all
them.
of them.
Yep.
Gotcha. Sweet.
We're taking the whole kit and caboodle.
Cool.
We got to be able to prove this bullshit.
Fantastic. All right. Y'all going to meet back up with Grey Walter and the kids and get the fuck out of
Yep.
here? Is that the plan?
So
I
if
guess
we got, I
We
think we
intend
got.
to make good on our proposition to Mr. Gray.
Fantastic.
Well, I think on that note, he needs to not come back to Rhaweth with us. He needs to go to the VAEA first.
All right. You all trundle down the road, find Grey Walter and his 2 of his sons are kind of like stirring back to consciousness. The other one is still
brain
out
damage.
cold.
Been out that long.
Say what?
They just rolled
Hello,
poorly.
children.
And without further ado, you begin the week-long trek back up the road towards Rhaweth and the VAEA. The sons initially, Slate, Flint, and Steel, are very standoffish and not at all happy with you. But after about 2 days and a couple of not very quiet conversations with their father, where he basically tells them to fucking deal or shove off, they come around. And once they're not staring daggers at you, they're fine. They're teenagers or young adults for the most part. They're okay. You know? They're just, you know, kids following their papa into trouble. And Grey Walter seems like a perfectly acceptable guy. Linsey, after some rest, you're able to dispel the magic on the goat. What happens to the goat after that?
Is it still a goat?
It's still a goat.
It doesn't turn into like a
Dispel magic.
demon lord? Or...
Nope, it's a goat.
I accidentally dispel the polymorph and it turns into a Baylor.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen, honestly.
He'd be like, it's a goat.
All right.
Do you keep the goat? Do you murder the goat for some food? Do you give the goat to Dogface? Do you let the goat free?
I don't really care at this point. I think we all know what's happening here. He figured out how to traffic people in bags of holding that are turned to dust.
I am concerned.
They've probably already planted an army in the capital.
Wow, just that sentence.
And the
is
next time it rains.
Yep. Yeah, there's just dust everywhere in the
Yep.
capital, and it's gonna rain, and the army pops up.
It's there.
That honestly might not be that far
That is
off.
a
we're, like,
great
saying-
idea.
That is pretty sick, actually.
That is
yeah.
an amazing idea.
How do you get that many bags of holding? Do they have to be in bags of holding?
Well, I think that if it's living, I think that's the thing.
Oh, that's how. Yeah, he stasis it and he puts it in the bag of holding.
So you
he
don't need to
kill it.
breathe.
Yeah, so you don't kill it in the grinding, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Because there's no air in a bag of holding.
But do you still need to breathe if you're dust?
Well, you're not dust. The bag is dust.
Well, sure. So the pocket dimensions still exist, even though
I would assume the pocket dimension still
bag
exists.
is a bag of dust.
Yeah.
So you're
just
stuck in a
breathe.
pocket dimension that has no exit because it's dust.
It's very interesting. All right, cool.
Anything else that you all want to do on this long trip up to Rhaweth? Or would you like to fast forward through that situation?
I just continue to bond with insert name here, and we become
Insert
best
name
of
here.
buds.
Fantastic.
We
He
go hunting.
is-
We find him some fresh meat.
Best of buds might be a
Best
strong
of buds.
statement.
Jeremy, don't take this from me.
Dogface is interested and refers to you as master, but is still quite standoffish, quite aloof, and turns that a little too intelligent eye on you a little too frequently. Is kind of creepy.
Mitch, you can make him undergo the surgery to become Artorias.
What?
What?
You can mechanize him.
Mechanize the Hellhound.
Merge Artorias and the Hellhound so that Artorias now has the Hellhound's
and mouth.
abilities, but keeps Artorias's mental faculties.
Oh, so we're murdering.
Excellent.
I
Mad
was
scientist.
talking
So
about
you're
Robert
murdering-
I would like to do
Imagine
this.
the glow up, all the metal pieces look way more jagged, and there's vents that have fire pouring out of them.
Get on it, Jay. Get on it.
Robocop and the fucking Hellhound, not murdering it to give Artorias.
I do not want the Hellhound's mental faculties to be dominant.
Well,
It wants to do whatever the fuck it wants to do. I want Artorias to be the dominant mental.
I think over the course of the week, there's a little bit of conversation, a little bit of bonding, probably a little checking out some of those magic items, etc., etc. And then you make it back to the vicinity of the VAEA at Rhaweth, and you're able to report in on the success of your missions. You find yourselves in the office of Ivayaneth. As you come in, she is sitting at her desk, which does not include lollipops or suckers. For reminder. She's got her head down. She's busy writing. And she does not look up at you, but as soon as you all enter, she says, "Well, how did it go at the mill?"
Well,
yeah.
What is that I smell?
is it a goat or a hellhound?
It's not the good, buddy.
Did you bring the goat with you?
Well, yeah. What else would we have done with it?
Okay. So the goat is now
The party is now too big, or what? Wow, no.
Well, I don't know which one.
Surprise, we took the goat with us, and it didn't get.
Did he have 3 kids or 4 kids?
He had 3 kids.
Are you talking about one of the children, or Grey Walter, or the goat,
So
or
we
the
returned
hellhound?
with 6 additional beings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I wasn't assuming that you were bringing Grey Walter and the kids and the goat into her office, but if y'all want to do that, you're more than welcome to.
I don't know. That kind of seems.
I'd assumed John kind of like left them in the lobby, but by all means, you do what you want.
Everyone comes.
Everyone comes. Okay,
We're a
you all
family. We
crowd.
do
Like,
everything
her
together.
office is big, but I don't know that it's
Family.
12 people big. It gets crowded in here real quick. But yes, when she says, "What is that smell?" she looks up and looks at the fucking hellhound. And she just kind of like narrows her eyes and says, "Never mind.
Hello.
You were saying about the mill."
Yeah, well, I'd say it went fair to Midland.
And?
Well, apparently the mill is magic, and he was grinding stuff up and then rehydrating it later.
You have proof of this?
Yeah, I pull out a baggie, I tap it a little bit, and then I pour water on it. I don't know what's in that baggie.
A bunch of scimitars.
Yeah, 17 scimitars pop out.
A shit ton of scimitars suddenly appear, neatly ordered in a row on the floor of Ayaneth's office.
And I'll
Interesting.
also hand her the letter that Uthrak was writing to the.
She takes the letter, she sighs, starts reading it. Her eyes go wide, and she stands up from her desk. "Stay here." She walks out of the fucking room.
I don't trust her. We're about
Okay,
to die.
hey, did you want to hear about the people that are alive and
She's gone.
dehydrated too? Okay, bye.
Nah, she totally pieced out.
Shit.
All right. Well,
Uh,
I get the impression that she wasn't happy about the information we brought.
I
Do
feel like she was
you,
too happy.
do
yes,
you stay
Jeremy,
there?
I do stay there, but I would like to
Prepare an
follow.
ambush! Use
No,
the
I'll
goat as
follow.
bait!
I would actually. I want to cast Wild Companion, and I
Okay.
will make a spider,
Okay,
and I want to have it follow her.
okay.
And
Wait, did you
just
say to stay here, or what did she just say? Anything?
She said, "Stay here," and
Oh,
walked out of the
okay.
room.
and I want to send my spider companion and see what it sees.
What is
and
the
hear what
speed
it
of your
hears.
spider companion?
Do what?
What is the speed of your spider companion?
1 inch.
You know what spider is? Spider 5e but I don't want a giant spider. I just want a regular spider.
Well, you're doing wild spirit. Look up wild spirit.
Wild.
Like, see if it
So are you
has.
telling me the small
statistics.
spider moves at Mach 7? If it's
Yeah.
able to like keep up with her?
I mean,
Like it starts going and it breaks the sound barrier?
It's not gonna be going that fast.
In spider speed.
we'll say
Wild
Spider.
companion.
Spider speed.
Fine. Speed. Come on.
20 feet.
20 feet.
It can't keep up with her, but it can keep her in sight. As she walks out of the hall, you react, your spider slips under the door that she kind of like slams behind her, and is just skittering down the floor, down the hall after her. She doesn't go far. She goes 2 or 3 doors down to the office of the individual that, if not runs, is in charge of the VAEA. She goes to Hawk's office, walks in, closes the door behind, and the spider is able to underneath the door. In the middle of a conversation. You missed the first part, Linsey, as the spider is catching up and getting under the door.
Yep.
But you hear her say, I think it's time. And you see Hawk is in his chair, leaned back, hands, resting on his head, feet up on the desk. Do you now? Well, I don't know that I can disagree with you. Honestly, probably you're right. Burrow, though, you sure they can handle it? There's a pause. Ivaneth turns, looks down at the spider,
Oh shit.
points at it, and you see a flash of green as she disintegrates the spider.
It's
Damn, bitch.
concerning.
Okay.
What do you do with that information?
All right. So Hawk said, do you think he's ready in reference to the Bloodlord?
Hawk said, do you think they can handle it?
Oh, they can handle it, as in, can they? Okay.
Reveal some stuff to us.
I will share what was said, and just admit that I'm not entirely sure what to make out of it.
All right, sound good. Let's just sit here and wait. Maybe they'll come back and kill us.
Yeah, maybe. I might have
Maybe
messed
they'll
up.
kill us.
Grey Walter, what do you think about that?
Just walk in, double incinerator.
Is Grey Walter with us?
Grey Walter just looks at you and says, I don't know what to feel about any of this. It's been real nice traveling with y'all. It's been comfy, but this place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Understandably.
After we teleport a few times, maybe you can just get off. It's up to you, though.
Linsey, because of your discretion, or lack thereof, you hear in your mind, bring the group to Hawk's office. Do not bring your additional companion.
Okay.
Is Kira an additional companion?
Yes, ma'am.
Kira's a member of the VAEA. She is not an additional companion. I mean, she is your companion, but she is a member of the VAEA and technically a part of your team whenever you want her to be a part of your team. So you could assume would be welcome to come.
Right. All right. So
It's Grey Walter, the 3 random kids, the fucking Hellhound, and the goat that stick out.
Hey, Flint, watch my goat.
God.
my goat.
It's like the 3rd time I've been on goat duty. And I do mean duty.
That's for you.
Ooh.
What do I do if it shits in the... You're walking out the door.
I've already
Yep.
left. Yeah.
Yep, it's too late.
You all walk down the hallway. You see the door to Hawk's office. Part of
Hello?
the headquarters of the VAEA. You knock and say hello.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
want to be rude.
come on in.
I don't need to be late. Thank you, though.
Door's open.
All right. Go on in.
You go in. Linsey, Hawk is in the exact same position as you saw him previously through the
Mhm.
distorted view of spider eyes. Has not shifted a single inch. Ivayaneth, however, is now no longer standing in front of his desk. She is standing behind his desk at his left shoulder, looking towards all of you.
Okay.
Come on in, come on in. Close the door behind you. We don't want anyone overhearing anything they shouldn't. And he looks at you, Linsey.
I blush. It's mostly hidden behind my beard, but I feel sheepish, and I turn into a sheep. No, I'm just.
I turn into a sheep. There's now a goat and a sheep in the party. And then they...
No, and then they.
Ivayaneth speaks. She says, "We would like to congratulate you on your successful mission. As per usual, you have done well. I assume that you completed all of your secondary missions as well. I have no reason to believe otherwise. We can discuss them after our business here is concluded." She looks down at Hawk and says, "If you would like to, sir?" I did real good at the mill. This letter, and you see the letter is in front of him on his desk. That's some real concerning shit right there.
Forgive us. We have no idea who the Blood Lord Varrox is. He
Barrow.
Varro. Right. Silent X.
Nasty piece of work, that. He's a hobgoblin. Leads a legion. Mercenary outfit. But, well, let's just he made some deals with some demons. Got himself a pair of interesting hands because of it.
Mm-hmm.
That mill, specifically the millstone, you mess around with any of those flour packets, you test it out.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
What it says in this letter, true enough to you?
Oh, yeah.
Very much so. We got a goat that came from the flower.
We got
That was in a bag of holding. They can ship live living things.
Fuck.
We named him Billy. Did we name
No,
him Billy?
Billy was his friend's name that died. You can't name him. You're dead naming him.
He said also Billy.
Don't dead name my god, bro.
Billy and Billy
Dead-
too.
Literal dead name.
That's pretty messed up, honestly.
That's pretty fucked up, actually. You see Hawk goes quiet for a second, and then takes his feet off the desk, sits up a little bit. So, Vero is a bit of a tricky son of a bitch. See, he goes all over the place. Mercenary group, like I said, right? I mean, not unlike what we do, but kind of the bad version and less good at it. Not that he's not good at it, he's very good at it, just a military man. Not the whole adventurer shtick. He got a little more than those hands of his, though, in that bargain. But this big red tent. See, part of the reason why most of the work he does ends up so good, aside from the fact that he's a damn fine general and a fucking terror as it is that fucking tent. The fucking thing's a pocket dimension. And his whole fucking army lives inside it.
Yeah, that's cool.
He has
That's
2 or
pretty
3
cool.
guys carry it around, transport it from place to place, and then all of a sudden, you got a hobgoblin army on your doorstep. Now, say for instance, someone were to find a magical millstone that could ground objects into flour, make them basically untraceable, uncatchable, and that process wouldn't hurt any of the things inside of the extra dimensional space. Sounds like your little goat friend has proven to us.
Yeah.
Well then, if you were to hire said mercenary company, do that to their command tent, ship that son of a bitch into, I don't know, city's walls that you had failed a coup against a while back, all of a sudden you have an army inside their defenses.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That is
He claps his
secret.
desk. That's a good fucking thing. You killed Uthrak. You killed Uthrak, right? He's fucking dead.
Oh, we've got
Yeah, he
we've got
pretty did.
Oh,
an unfortunate number of proof of.
Raru's gonna be
That's
so
okay.
happy. He would have
We just bring
preferred
a whole shitload of heads with us.
he'd have preferred
Yeah,
to
we
kill him
did.
himself, but I'm sure he'll be fine enough. All right, well that's all tacked off the list, right? Good job, good. And you see Avayaneth puts her hand on his shoulder, and he tenses up. And he looks up at her. I need everyone to roll me an insight check.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Hey,
Bam.
I'm incredibly
Ooh,
insightful.
Baby,
so-
big old 3.
18 is your highest. You all read various emotions through this interaction. He sighs. Looks like he doesn't want to do whatever it is she's trying to get him to do. Linsey, there's a deeper look in his eyes. as he looks up at her. There's a sense of trust. Honest, pure trust there. A kind of fateful commitment. You see his shoulders sag a little as he sighs. He sits back in his chair, swivels it back and forth a little bit,
Dude,
looks back at all of you,
I have trust issues.
and he says, all right. Problem with Varro. Two problems with Varro. Two problems with Varro that mean that this might not be done yet. First one is, as a mercenary, once he takes money for a contract, he always finishes that contract. Doesn't matter what happens.
I mean, as a mercenary, that's a pretty good selling point.
I've seen armies be wiped from the field and him still march against the enemy because he was paid to do so. And win.
Wait, like,
Second-
was his army the one that got wiped?
No. Think of it as the concept of like, here's one army, here's another army, this army hires Varro, this army gets wiped out by the first army before Varro can get there. Varro still marches on the winning side and fucking slaughters them. He doesn't give a shit. He took the money.
Okay.
You hired him to butcher this town. The town ends up being filled with baby chicks and unicorns. He's still gonna butcher it. He doesn't care.
Damn, that's messed up.
Second problem with Varro.
More chickens.
He never takes a contract that he doesn't have an ulterior motive for. Might be why he always finishes them, in fairness. So, in all likelihood, I'm going to ask you a question. How much money did you find at Burnock Mill? How much did Uthrak have?
I don't know, not a ton.
A little over 1,000 gold or so.
A little over 1,000 gold or so.
Hawk nods. Yeah, that's not enough to hire Varro. Which means he probably already hired him.
Oh shit.
But when he was writing this note as we rolled up, so like, doesn't this seem like him telling us the plan's gonna? How's he gonna deliver it if he's already flour?
Doesn't matter. Varro. Well, I mean, Varro would march on Rhaweth regardless of whether or not he had an inn if his contract was to depose Graru, for example. I doubt his contract is destroy the city because Uthrak wanted to rule it, so that's good at least. But we don't know what the contract was, so we don't know what he'll plan to do. But even though this letter didn't get to him, by what it says here, it seems to me like he already knew what was going on with the millstone, at least in theory. He just didn't know if it worked 100% yet.
Oh, yeah, so he's probably going to the mill in 3 weeks, huh? To get
What it
ground
sounds
up.
like.
It does sound like that, yeah. So yeah, it does sound like that.
He looks back at Avayaneth and she nods. And then he looks at all of you and he says, all right. All right. Say this. Got a new mission for you. You complete this mission, and you'll get to join the VAEA. And I don't mean that whole victory against evil anywhere bullshit.
Oh, we joined the real VAEA?
I mean the real VAEA.
Oh,
Okay,
hot damn.
cool.
And I think that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode, is right there on that last sentence.
All right, then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Next session that we play, you'll get to hear what that mission actually is. And you'll have leveled up, and you'll get all of the rewards for completing your side quests and all of that jazz, yada yada yada. We'll do that all at I say we'll do all that. What are y'all feeling right now? Y'all good for another 15 minutes?
I mean, I'm good.
Good. I mean,
Let's do loot. Let's do loot.
Look,
Let's
look,
do loot
look,
so everyone
look,
has
it's
loot.
look. You gotta
Let's-
chant like Donald Trump. Fight,
Loot,
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 right.
loot. It's like Donald Trump.
Fucking tastic.
They were
Let's
they were
do loot.
chanting that at the
He's chanting
convention.
fight. Did you also see
Okay.
that the Republican National Convention is also like the highest spike grinder seen in the last like 10 years?
What?
Actually,
There was a
shut
guy. There was a
Grindr
video of
down.
a guy swiping on Grinder. It's like
Oh, I
Jake,
did see that. I did see
0
that.
feet.
Yeah.
Troy 0 feet. He's
Yep.
like just swiping on all these dudes. It's
Yep.
like they're 0 feet away.
Yep.
It's so funny.
4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4. 140. Okay. I am gonna copy pasta.
Level 6 sucks for me.
I get another ASI, so I'm fucking good.
Briefly broken. Stuff's posted
Okay.
in the Discord, but also in the chat. That is the stuff that you found. We're gonna do our normal. Everyone, roll initiative. While y'all are rolling initiative, I'm gonna read this off for the people. They found 2 bottles of a bright red liquid that gleam when agitated. They found a shield bearing the Uthrak coat of arms, a toad rampant. They found a silver circlet set with a pearl. They found 50 feet of coiled rope. They found a fine bottled wine. They found a gold bracelet. They earned, as reward for their side quests, 2 magical tattoos, which are actual magic tattoos. The if you go to like D&D Beyond or 5e Tools or something like that, and you search magic tattoos, you can get anything that is you can get anything that is uncommon or below as a magic tattoo from there.
Half a limb or the scalp. Great.
Which allow you to do various things. They'll let you cast like spells once or twice, or they'll let you like do various effects like protect yourself or try to do a couple of different things. So those are pretty interesting little situations. You earned a blood rage weapon. A blood rage weapon is a +1 weapon that goes up to +2 if you are at half HP or lower. you earned a Wand of Entangle. You earned a +1 to an armor or shield that you currently own. You find 2 glass bottles that hold swirling air. You find an intricate long box with 2 gilded birds in flight carved on its surface. You found that bag of holding with the goat in it. There's the gnarled whip that Uthrak used, as well as the wicked-looking sword that Uthrak used. So, we've got initiatives. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Well, these tattoos disappear once they're used.
Yep.
Huh?
Most of the tattoos disappear when used, yes. A few of them I do think remain, but I don't think many of them do. It looks like Guy is at the top of the list. Guy, what are you taking? Everyone is going to be able to get 3 things out of this list. So, Guy, what are you taking?
I will take the wicked-looking sword Baron Uthrak was using.
Damn.
Take the complicated one. All right.
Complicated one?
Alrighty. You gain the 9 lives sword.
That's sick.
It is a +1 weapon that deals an additional 1d6 necrotic damage on hit. It also has 9 gemstones in its pommel. In your fight, 3 of those gemstones were lit up red. The Baron Uthrak used 2 of the remaining charges, so there is a single charge remaining on it left.
Oh, isn't it like is it like a never recharge item?
It is.
Ugh.
When you fail a saving throw while holding the sword, you can expend 1 charge to succeed instead. No action required. But when you do
Legendary
so,
resistance.
you take 2d6 necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way. And that bloodstone is drained and goes to gray. The sword loses this property. Actually, cut that. I don't like that. When you deal damage to a dragon while the sword has fewer than 9 charges, the sword regains 1 charge. And one of them goes from gray to red. And it can only do that once a day. So that is the only way to recharge the sword's bloodstones, is to hurt a dragon.
You think that goat was a dragon? Why else would he keep it?
Polymorph.
Don't stab the goat. That is the 9 lives. I'll give you a copy pasta later of that, Mitch.
Okay, sounds good.
Lily is up. Lily is gone.
He wants the circlet with a pearl.
Circlet with a pearl. Circlet with a pearl! Aw, that's so fun. It's a circlet of moonlight. It's basically a circlet of blasting that does moonbeam instead of
Nice.
blasting.
Cool.
Alright.
Cool.
Nymdaer is up.
I want the gnarled whip.
Gnarly, bruh. It is a grasping whip, which is a regular item
mean?
straight out of the book. So, it's a +1 whip, I believe. And when you hit something with it, you can pull them towards you instead of dealing damage. You have to choose.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that.
But, you know, whatever. +1's +1.
Yep. And Dolly is up.
I would like the Wand of Entangle.
Oh shit! It's a Wand of Entangle. You can use it to cast the Entangle spell, which fucking tries to entangle a bunch of people. Got a bunch of charges. Known quantity. Let me highlight these so I fucking realize what has been taken. Sorry, gotta make notes. Linsey, you're last.
I would like the gold bracelet.
Of course you do. Of course.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
The gold bracelet requires attunement. As a free action, while attuned, the bearer can activate the gold bracelet. And upon doing so, their current armor is immediately replaced by gold dragon scale mail for 1 minute. After being used in this manner, the bracelet can't be used like this again for 24 hours.
Dang.
What happens if
Okay,
he's not proficient with scale mail?
All of the same shit that happens when you're not proficient with gold scale mail or scale mail, period.
Fucking rest in peace, dude.
What's the stat block for golden scale mail?
Gold dragon scale mail?
Dragon scale mail gold. It's +1 armor.
Yep.
You have advantage on frightful presence, and you have resistance from fire. Additionally, you can find fucking the closest gold dragon in 30 miles. Like,
Hey, that might work well with the sword.
Yeah, here, activate it. I'm gonna go stab a dragon real quick.
what if there's not one within 30 miles?
Then we keep.
And just to reiterate, so this armor is not something I'm going to be proficient in because I'm a tiny little guy, and this is fucking full scale mail.
Correct. Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. You should. Okay.
Yeah. It is +1 armor, though. So, you know.
Yeah. Would that even increase? Would that even increase my AC?
It's
No. Probably
15
not.
plus a dex of 2. Do you have 2 dex?
Yeah, but he's
I-
not proficient. Well,
It doesn't
proficient
matter.
just
You can
has
still
to
wear it.
movement speed, right?
Proficiency.
Yeah.
Proficiency
I have
just
one
means
dex.
that you like lose. What do you lose out on if you don't have it?
It's like, don't you have like half speed or something?
Yeah, it just fucks with your movement or something like that,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, one dex.
So
if you were
you would
wearing
have
the-
16 AC
oh.
with the
Okay,
gold
so-
dragon scale mail.
hold on.
So
no,
I
if
can
you
sacrifice
wear
my
armor-
speed for 1 additional AC.
No, no. If you wear armor that you lack proficiency with, you have disadvantage on any ability, saving throw, or attack roll that
Oh,
involves
damn.
strength and dexterity, and you can't cast spells.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's not a
Cool.
good
It's
fit.
not
Love
great. It's not
this.
great. It could be
You might
better.
want to white elephant
That
that
might
one
be a
away.
traitor stealth.
You might want to white elephant that one away. Lily, you got a circlet of moonlight, which lets you cast moonbeam once a day.
Nice.
Everyone re-roll.
Oh, damn it. Hold on, wait, why are we... Cassandra didn't pick, did she?
I got the
Oh.
She had wand of entangle.
Got the wand of
Oh,
entangle,
sorry,
yeah.
I forgot.
And Dolly's back at the top of the turn. So Dolly, what the fuck you want out of the pool?
I think I'll take the 2 bottles of bright red liquid that gleam when agitated.
Okay.
You have so many freaking potions.
So many things
You-
to drink.
Oh, yeah.
One
I
of
keep
these
adding to your
days,
sheet,
Dolly
you
is.
just don't even know
One of
you
these
have
days,
them.
y'all are gonna know something's on the other side of a door, and Dolly is gonna be like, "Hold up a second."
Chug.
Yeah, let me get high
Well,
as fuck.
Literally, she's gonna
What's in
attain
there?
godhood.
Fucking crazed.
Those.
There's actually a secret combination of potions in D&D that you drink them all in succession, you actually achieve divinity.
That's
Yeah.
true. You just gotta
You'll
find the
send.
correct like
Gotta find the combo.
down left. You know.
Yeah,
Dolly, those are 2 potions of greater healing.
yeah. Ooh, there you go. That is 44 plus 4?
You heal a lot more than the normal
Ooh,
health.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit more than the regular healing potions.
That's not good.
Linsey, you're up.
I would like the. Now I'm going back and forth. I would like the fine bottle of the wine.
Fine bottle of wine. It's Chatty Wine. Taking a sip lets you cast the Gift of Gab spell with no slots. Casting the spell this way is undetectable. Once casting the spell this way, you can't be affected again by the wine for 24 hours. It has 10 uses. I'll give you a copy pasta later.
Price is right.
I was gonna
Your
say this
prize
the
is
other
going
day.
to be.
I was like, have you ever thought of a job in game showing?
Game show. Well, you know.
Yeah, there's 10 people in the world that have that one.
Oh. All right. Guy, you're up.
I will take an intricate long box with 2 gilded birds in
Damn it, I
flight
wanted that
along
one.
its surface.
You get a ranged weapon of your choice. This is a +1 weapon. When you make a ranged attack with this weapon and it hits a target, you can cause the ammunition to ricochet towards a second target within 10 feet and make a ranged attack against that second target.
Just like forever, or like charges, like every hit. Damn, that's fucking nuts. That's like a better horde breaker.
It is the 2 birds insert weapon type here.
Yeah,
birds,
no, I get
weapon.
it. It's still just like better horde breaker.
Oh yeah.
Man, it'd be pretty cool if I was a ranged person.
Oh, if only you knew a ranged person.
Right?
I hand the box with the bow to Lily.
Wow, he's not even gonna trade.
Lily, I got you this. I found it in the mill and it looks fun for you.
I do require a trade of some sort. So Lily, you're gonna have to give him an item.
All right,
of
you're gonna give me
some
some cool
type.
shit later then.
Yeah.
What's it worth?
What's it worth? I believe it is a rare weapon.
Yeah.
I have a lot of money.
Oh. Nymdaer,
So
you're up.
I can trade him for the worth of it.
Maybe if he even wants money, we don't know.
We'll circle back on that concept. Maybe
Circle back.
you'll pull something that you're like, I don't want this. Do you want this? You know. Nymdaer, you're up.
He's gonna S back. I'll take +1 armor.
Okay. That goes to something you currently have.
Alright.
You are put in touch with the person that will enchant it before you leave on your mission.
All right.
And in theory, if you want a different armor and you want it enchanted, you can buy it at the VAEA or Rhaweth before you have that happen.
Noted.
If you're looking for something else. It just has to be something that you actually own. And it can't be magic already.
Yeah.
Lily, you're up.
I think I'll stick with. Is the armor still available?
No.
He
Oh.
just got it.
The long
Still-
box. Is that
Nope.
what the long box?
Yeah,
available?
the intricate long box is the thing that had the ranged weapon in it. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Why
I
don't
will
you
just go for
like
gold.
white elephant it if you want it? Like, just
Yeah.
take the box and let him pick again. That's up
If
to
you
you,
want to
though.
do that, that would satisfy my requirements. If you want to just take the box from him and let him pick a different thing, that would
Sure, I'm
satisfy
good
my
with that.
requirements.
Yeah, that's good. You good with that?
Sorry, I missed it. One more time.
I'll take the box from you and as a white elephant, and you can pick a different one.
Oh, okay. What are the magic tattoos again?
They do a bunch of different things. You can get one that lets you cast some spells. You can get one that's like protective. You can get one that there's a bunch of different
okay.
effects that you can get. You can get anything that is uncommon or lower. And you don't have to make your decision right now.
Like,
You don't have to make your decision on what tattoo you're getting right now. Just that you're taking a tattoo, basically.
I'll take the shield.
Okay. This is
It says.
A shield legacy from the House of Uthrak. And the Baron hated this shield, which is why he didn't use it. Kind of dumb of him. He hated his father, but y'all never got into that. You never talked.
Damn, we didn't talk about
right.
his upbringing in the middle of the
you
battle.
didn't
How
get
could
into
we?
his deep backstory, the tragic, hatred that he
No,
held
we
for his
definitely
father.
Moose asteroid hid his house and then
It's
attacked him.
it's a boomerang shield. It's a
Captain America
it's a
build.
Captain America shield.
Woo!
Okay.
Cool.
Actual item, I believe in the Book of Many Things, so you can look that up, or I can give you a copy pasta later.
Boom. Orang shield.
Boomerang shield. 2.
Another fucking ranged attack.
It is. You traded a range attack for a range attack, but it's also shield. So everyone re-roll. Last round. Is this the last round? Is this the last round? Did I miscalculate? I think I miscalculated. Have I not written all these things?
The downside is I can't infuse that shield for additional AC like I can my base one.
I just miscounted.
We do have another person in the party that uses shields.
That's true.
Can you
rolling an
Hey,
8?
can you wear
Fuck yeah.
scale mail?
Not me.
Get in here.
Dolly does.
Hmm?
Oh, that's
Your
Yeah,
third
you do.
pick. Nymdaer,
Dolly's
you're up.
using your shield?
Oh fuck, I'm up. Oh hell yeah. What's left? Not
50
that.
feet coiled root, magic tattoo. What is the
Blood rage
the blood-
weapon, bottles of
Two-
swirling air, bag of holding, and
a bunch of
money.
gold.
Oh hell yeah! Let me get a blood rage weapon.
Blood rage weapon. It's a +1 weapon of your choosing that turns into a +2 if you're below half HP. It's a
Blood
real
rage
item. You can look it up.
Sick.
Nymdaer. Okay, Linsey's up.
I will take the other tattoo.
Both tattoos are still up, so you've taken the first tattoo.
I'll take one of the tattoos.
Okay, you can let me know what you want later.
Okay.
Lily and Guy. Fuck it. Did Lily get up?
Lily?
Yeah,
she's
she
like,
did.
oh,
She says she wants gold.
She wants gold? Okay.
Yep.
Lily takes gold. Lily
What
likes
was the
that,
rarity of the tattoo?
likes that money. Uncommon,
Uncommon
or
and
lower. Guy, what you want?
Gotcha.
Oh boy, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Were the 2 glass bottles of swirling air taken?
Still up.
Alright, I'll take some potions.
You find 2 bottled breath.
Fuck is that?
Bottled breath. You can either or you don't drink it, you inhale it. And when you inhale it, you can
motherfucker.
you can either exhale or hold it. If you exhale it, you cast the Gust of Wind spell. If you hold it, you don't need to breathe for an hour.
I can breathe.
Oh boy!
Look, make some trades. It be what it be.
That's 3 items in a row that just don't really work for me.
What are you talking about?
Poor mechanical man.
Bullshit.
Your
The mechanicalness was only the last
your
one.
+1 weapon that deals additional necrotic damage doesn't work for you?
I said the last 3. That was the
Okay.
first
Wait, what
Okay.
was the last 3? I thought we were.
Well, because he picked
I
the
picked Lily's as
bow,
well.
and then he
yeah, I
also
forgot about
picked Lily's, which was the shield, and
Yeah,
now
yeah,
he's
yeah.
picked this. So those are the 3 he's counting.
Okay,
Dolly,
okay.
you're up.
I'll do the is the 50 feet of coiled rope still available?
Still up.
I'm gonna take
And then
that.
also the Baron took all my gems.
He did use it.
Just
I
go
get
find the
one.
dragon.
I get one gem out of the sword.
Unless you find some dragon.
Yeah, you just gotta go stab a dragon.
This
Look,
is
what's the chances that the Vea's got a dragon chain?
Straight up horseshit.
Pretty high.
this is a rope of mending. Basically, it's 50 feet of rope that you can chop up over and over and over again, and all you got to do is stick them back together, and they automatically repair back together. It's a
Kinda sweet.
work forever rope.
Oh, nice.
What happens if they
Look at
fray
me,
apart?
boy.
Do they come back? They mend back together?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as they touch again, they mend back together.
Uh, I
Last
think there's-
roll. Only 2 items left. Magic tattoo, bag of holding, and then gold. That's all it's availables.
I rolled good.
God, I rolled shitty.
I'm gonna roll for.
I'll just go ahead and take my gold.
Well, why don't you just wait and see? You don't know.
We all take the gold. There's only 3 piles left.
Well, there's a magic tattoo and 3 piles of
Nymdaer,
gold.
you're up.
I'll take a pile of gold, please.
Alright.
I don't value the tattoo at all.
Or the bag of holding?
No, I also don't value that. I'm not a weak child.
How are you gonna carry Billy 2 around?
I'm not. He's staying here forever. Trapped in safety.
Linsey, you're up.
Can I have 2 magic tattoos?
Yeah, why
Absolutely.
not?
100%.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just grab
Okay,
another
Linsey gets.
tattoo.
You know,
I'll have a sleeve on each arm.
worst case
a
scenario,
lot of
those
them
are
are-
just one-time usable free spell slots for you. Honestly.
I mean, the thing I'm thinking is like I can cast spells outside my class, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a
So,
lot of shit that you can
there you go.
cast. Yeah. Okay. Lily. You already took gold last time. What's the chances that she would just take gold?
Pretty high. And like if she's
Seems-
already picking gold,
Seems pretty high.
I mean, what is left?
Bag of holding
the
and
bag
2
of
gold.
holding.
Bag of holding or gold? I don't know. It's 50-50.
I just ran back in. Gold, please.
Gold, please.
There it
That's
is.
what I figured. Okay. Lily gets another 540 gold. Got 1,080 gold in a single sitting. Dolly, you're up.
I'll take the bag of holding. I'll be
I-
the weakling.
I like that Dolly just takes like all the shit, and
you
I don't
get
mean
so
shit
many
as in like
spiders in
bad
that
stuff. She takes all of this random stuff, and she's just gonna me one day with all of
You can
it.
get 500 pounds of spiders in that.
Exactly, 500 pounds of spiders.
They won't be alive, but
Oh
you could
my
get them
god. Okay, and Guy, you get 540 gold. All right. We end our session in the midst of a conversation, a reveal by Hawk and Avayaneth, the leader and the person who runs the VAEA, that they've got a job for you, and that if you can manage to do this job, you can join the actual VAEA. And we'll see what the fuck that all entails the next time we play. Everybody levels up!
Yo!
in there.
Yo.
We will see you all next time on Where Evil Lives. Camp Firefield. Firefield? Am I lying? Hey, look, un momento. Camp Firefield. Sorry.
Where does evil live?
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.